Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Opening Night Trivia. This is Until Geek, the show that asks the question, hey, what are we going to do with all these Constantine questions? I am the dark and moody of movie trivia. My name is Alex, and with me we have a very special guest. He is a phenomenal singles player. He is also the host of Working Title at Opening Night Trivia League. That's a dumb name. We have with us Anthony Tisdall. How are you?
Is that really the whole name of that? I didn't know that was the whole thing. I'm good. This is new for me. I'm not a geek player, but I'm very excited for the people we have today because I know both of them and I know they know they're geeks. So this is going to be me attempting to not butcher a lot of the words that are said. So I will do my best.
Great. I was going to ask if you're not like a geek person, like at all.
I mean, I watch like the comic book movies. I like those, but outside of that, I've seen all of them. But I don't love them as much as some people do.
Okay, well, great. Here to take my lunch money is Anthony. Very happy to have you. Very good to see you. And we are in for a doozy of a match. We started you off right. We have, for your viewing pleasure, it is, in fact, the contenders match. One half of the title match is already set. Nico Regoli has been waiting patiently since December. And now we get to see who he will face to become our second ever Geek champion. The possibilities have stopped being endless, and they are now just two. It is either going to be Antonio Chavez, looking to once again play spoiler. Every time we put him up against anybody here, he has absolutely demolished them, taking Coho out with his own category of Oscars. In his way, however, it is somebody that is on the rise and just for the last year been on fire. Joe Farrelly. If you guys haven't seen the path of destruction that he laid out in that TM Geek tournament, you are missing out. The man, I said it years ago, he is going to be champion, and now the golden prophecy may be coming true. That's enough from us. It's time to find out what it is that they think.
Oh, I'm glad to be back. I said it before, and I said it before I played Albert. The last time I played in this league before I played Albert, I burnt myself. I made a big mistake against Scully, and I'm not going to let that happen again. I was hoping to be playing Scully maybe for this title, but Nico saw an end to that. Now I've just got to get past Antonio. Antonio is a great player. I've had the joy of having to play him a couple of times, and it's always been close. But I'm hungry now. As Alex mentioned, I have my first trivia title now. I'm just greedy, and I want more. This is not going to be a cakewalk. This is not going to be easy, but I'm determined to do it. And Antonio, good luck to you. And if you beat me, I wish you all the best in the final. It's my time now. Bring it on.
Well, I didn't actually expect to be here, but since I am, I do realize that the best test of my abilities to this point would be Joe. So, listen, I gotta give respect to this man. He's fearsome, ruthless, and I respect him like hell. So if I come out on top, I know it would have been well worth it. I got to give respect to this guy again. He knows his shit. I just got to hope I know my shit better. And I just hope to get to the title. I really want to get finally to the promised land. So Joe's just in my way. But again, whoever wins is the best man. So good luck to you as well as Joe. And we'll see who the best man is after this.
All right. Not necessarily the most impactful promos. Not a lot of trash talk to be found around these here parts. But that's all right. What matters is who will advance, who is going to the championship match. Anthony, are you ready?
I am ready. That was a lot of respect between these two. So I'm expecting a really good match here.
Well, I hope so. Otherwise, I really am going to lose my lunch money. Well, let's get things started here with introductions. Introducing first, with an Until Geek record of 2 wins, with just 1 defeat and 1 TKO. He is the reigning TM Geek champion of the world. He is Joe Hot Fuzz Farrelly.
Oh, it's always good to see you two.
You all right, Joe?
I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad. I like playing in Onsel. It's great, especially because it always seems to be a nice, reasonable time. It's only 11 p.m. I can deal with that.
All right. Well, we got to get things started here. And his opponent, with a perfect Onsel Geek record of 2 wins, no defeats. He is the assassin, Antonio Chavez. All right. How you doing, Antonio?
I'm all right. I finally took a nap, so yeah, I should be rested for this.
All right. Perfect time to do it. Everybody is rested and ready. We're going to get things started here with round number 1. In round number 1, we'll be asking both competitors the same set of 10 questions of what we here at Onsel Geek have determined to be geek. Both competitors will have around 15 seconds or the amount of time it takes us to finish a joke or two to write down their best attempt at an answer that we will then call on them by name to reveal those answers. A correct answer will get them 1 point, and an incorrect answer will not lose them any points, but they won't gain any either. If any of these competitors should go a full 10 questions, then we will award them a bonus point worth, again, exactly 1 point. We will also remind them that they all have 3 usages of a repeat as well as a challenge. Do I have any questions from the field?
I'm all good.
Good.
All right. Then, Anthony, if you don't mind taking the first question.
I would like to take the first question. All right. Question number 1. In the category of Marvel, Wes Bentley appears in what Marvel movie?
All right. This is it. Anthony, can I just ask if what is like if you had to fight one director? Just really deck one director. Just who would it be?
I mean, I barely know any directors. I'll just go with Michael Bay because I feel like after The Rock, he kind of ruined so many things.
Reasonable. Fine.
People deserve better.
3, 2. I respect that. 1. Pens are down. We'll start with Antonio.
Ghost Rider.
And Joe.
Ghost Rider.
Both correct for a point. So far, so good. Your second question will come in the category of Star Wars. The character of Admiral Piet makes his first appearance in what Star Wars movie?
Thank you for taking the Star Wars question from me because I probably would have, even if it seems like a simple name, I probably would have said it wrong.
Oh, just wait till we get to round number 2. We have some surprises for you.
Oh, great.
I can't wait. Have you ever seen a Star Wars movie, or are you like...
I have seen all of them.
Okay, great.
Pretty much one apiece. Like just one time I've seen it and I was like, I'm good.
The reasonable amount then. The non-geek amount.
Yes. Right.
4.
It was a
3.
Gerald movie watcher.
2.
I think I'd seen the franchise numerous times before I was playing trivia.
All right, we'll go to Joe.
The Empire Strikes Back.
And Antonio.
The Empire Strikes Back.
Still perfect.
All right. Moving on. We'll go to question number 3 in the category of mixed bag. At the beginning of Unbreakable, David Dunn is involved in what kind of accident? So far, 2 for 2 on things I enjoy.
Really?
Yeah, I like these movies are the Marvel, the Unbreakable. I enjoy Marvel's big. I'm comic book movies. I'm good there, and I do like
the pronunciation on the name as well.
I'm very specific. I'm gonna hit the names I know. I promise you that.
All right, we'll do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Antonio.
I said train accident / derailing.
Go to Joe.
Yeah, train crash.
We'll take that. All right, still perfect through 3 questions. Now to the 4th. DCEU. In Wonder Woman, name one of the languages besides English Diana and Samir both talk in a bar.
How many languages do you speak?
I speak exactly 2, although I'm working on a 3rd. Progress is slow.
I went. I'm thinking like 1 in like a 8th, maybe at this point.
Yeah. I say progress is slow. I only did 1 lesson 2 years ago. But I think we're going to get there very, very soon.
There you go. It's a slow burn.
4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll go over to Joe.
French.
And Antonio?
I also said French.
That is incorrect on both counts. We were looking for Spanish or Chinese. Also acceptable was Mandarin.
All right. No perfect rounds here for round one, but we will move on to your fifth question in the category of Oscars. What person got 2 Oscar nominations in the wizarding world for the films Philosopher's Stone and Prisoner of Azkaban?
I used to watch the Oscars with my family, and I didn't know who anybody was. I just thought everybody looked so cool, and I thought, oh, these are the famous people that do the thing that I like. That's neat.
There you go. They are the famous people that do things that we enjoy.
Yeah, that's all it is.
I watch it at halftime, like, I don't know who this person is. I don't know who this person is. Oh, I heard that name. And that's
Yeah.
how it goes. And they never say the one that wins.
Woo, best foreign language film. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens are down. We will start with Antonio.
I had nothing.
Over to Joe.
John Williams.
John Williams is correct. All right. That leads us to question 6 in the category of DC. In how many DC movies has Michael Gough played Alfred? It's now the awkward moment where I don't even know if I pronounced that correctly. I think I did.
But I feel it was good enough.
It was good. He played a villain in the very, very early Doctor Who. I'm talking William Hartnell, first Doctor era in the 60s.
Wow.
That was
The Celestial Toymaker, I believe.
That's a very British reference that pulled out there. That is for
I don't get to put them in very often, but when I can, I will.
Take advantage when you can.
2, 1. See, I'm not the biggest nerd out there, Mom. Pens are down. We'll start. Who are we starting with? We'll start with Antonio. Wow. Or Joe. Why not?
4.
And Antonio?
4.
Both correct. Well done.
Excellent work. As we move on to the next category in the realm of Middle Earth, my favorite. In the Fellowship of the Ring, the group meets Galadriel in what location? I think I got that right.
Nailed it.
Yes. 1 for 1.
I was wondering what name you're going to give him.
I forgot that was that question. I wanted to give you the easy track, and then I
That's
saw.
fine.
Yikes.
At some point, I got to test myself.
That was good.
Not in answering the question, but in just pronouncing it.
I would love to get you in for a GCC. We've got to do that. You've got comic book stuff on lock. We can get you there.
I'll throw a shot in. Why not?
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens are down. This time we will start with Antonio.
I know it's wrong. Rivendell.
And over to Joe.
Lothlorien.
Joe takes a 2-point lead.
Nice.
I didn't have to say that answer.
All right. Next, we'll go over to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU. In The Avengers, who pilots the jet to get to New York for the final battle?
This is a movie I know well.
Yeah.
This is my style.
Perfectly fine. Well lit. Certainly exists.
It does.
Wonderful year. Wonderful year for movies, that was. Probably.
I think so. I don't know when anything came out.
5, 4. Movie release dates, everybody. Now you heard. 3, 2. He's not at it. 1. Pens are down. We'll start with Joseph.
Hawkeye.
Antonio?
Hawkeye.
Both correct. Well done.
Nicely done. All right. Category number 9, your second to last question, in the category of Star Trek. In Star Trek V, The Final Frontier, Nimbus 3, or Nimbus the Third, we'll go with, was hosting a meeting between the ambassadors of the humans, Klingons, and what other race?
I also forgot about this question. You did great.
I feel like you're leading me along. You knew, and you're just messing with me at this point.
No, that I wouldn't do that. What are you talking about?
It's
I'm
understandable.
just sitting here. Good question.
I would do it. So,
yeah, no, you're doing great. 100%. Very happy to have you here.
I'm here. This is fun.
We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens are down. No repeats. Going to Antonio.
Romulans.
And over to Joe.
Romulans.
Correct. Well done. All right. And for the last question in this round number 1, we go over to the Wizarding World. What is the name of the caretaker of Hogwarts in the Wizarding World films? Now, I know that maybe not everybody knows this, but I have a list of the most handsome movie trivia players on the internet. Joe Farrelly has a long time been on that list. Anthony, you know who's crawling up that list? Is you.
I'm trying.
Yeah, you're doing great. Love the...
I might not always have the skill, but as long as the hair looks good while I'm on screen, that's the goal. That's the matter. That's what
it is the hair. It's all about the hair.
I get it.
Antonio, looking great. 3, 2, 1. Pets are down. I don't know why I'm like this. So for the last time, we will go to Joe.
I mean, he is looking great. That's why I'm glad the camera only comes up to this point. Argus Filch.
And we'll go over to Antonio.
I only said Filch.
We'll accept Filch.
Okay.
Argus Filch, of course, the full name. Well done. Both
They didn't ask for full names, so you're good. And I would never have challenged. I'd have expected you to challenge if they didn't give it to you. So you didn't say full name.
All right, that is it for round number 1. The score at the moment: Joe has taken a 2-point lead, 9-7, over Antonio Chavez. We will now go over to round number 2. Anthony, do you want to read him the rules for round number 2?
There's no way I'm going to.
I was kidding. Totally kidding. In round number 2, we have broken out some categories for them to choose between. We have 3. Each competitor will choose 1, leaving the third for round number 3. We will then be asking each of these competitors 5 questions from their chosen category. Each answer will be worth 2 points unless they go to multiple choice. If they want to, then it will be worth only exactly 1 point. Please be advised for both players that stealing is on for this round number 2. Joe, you are in the lead by 2 points. You can choose whether to pick first or defer that pick, or you can choose to go first or second.
Has anyone in the history of this league ever deferred the pick in this round?
Deferred the pick, yes.
Oh, well, I won't be doing it. I won't be joining that solitary person. I will like to pick first and, as always, go first.
All right. And what is your pick today, Joe?
Just remind me of the categories.
Yep. Today, the categories for you are quotes, the Marvel Cinematic Universe MCU, and Star Trek.
I'm going to pick the MCU.
All right. And we'll go over to Antonio for his pick. Once again, the categories left on the field: quotes and Star Trek.
Give me Trek.
All right. Going Trek. All right. That means quotes we are saving for round 3 should we need it. I hope we will. If I'm not mistaken, we will be starting with Joe's round. Anthony, for that horrible joke I made a second ago, will you please take the round in
Thank you.
Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Thank you. Okay. I should be good here. All right. First question for Joe in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is, in Avengers Infinity War, while they are spending time together, Wanda tells Vision there is a train that leaves in what city?
Edinburgh.
That is incorrect. Antonio for a 2-point steal.
All right. Can I get an answer in 5, 4, 3,
London.
2?
It's also incorrect. The answer we're looking for was Glasgow.
Ooh.
All right, no points there. Moving on to question number 2 in the MCU. In Thor: The Dark World, when they take him out of the hospital, Eric Selvig throws what in the trash?
A shoe.
That is incorrect, Antonio, for a 2-point steal.
All right. Need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2,
His wallet?
1. Incorrect.
Also incorrect. Looks like Joe might have just thought of it right now. It was his pills. Pills.
Yeah.
All right. Continue moving along. Question number 3. You hear about Nick Fury running a military operation in Uganda in what movie?
Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
That is correct for 2 points. All right. And in your second to last question in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, who is the first member of the Guardians Mantis uses her empathic powers with?
Peter Quill.
Peter Quill is correct for another 2 points.
Yep.
And moving along into your final question in the MCU. In Ant-Man and the Wasp, Scott has a dream of Janet playing hide and seek with Hope. Where was Hope hiding?
Red wardrobe with horses.
A wardrobe would have been acceptable, but thank you for the specifics. It is correct.
The deep cutness of those first 2 at least, I thought I'd better go specific.
Yeah.
Not a bad thought.
All right, that wraps up Joe's round. Advancing his lead a little bit, but missed on those first few questions. If Antonio can have a good round in Star Trek, he could potentially have the lead coming out of this round. Antonio, are you ready for your 5 questions in Star Trek?
Yep.
All right. Your first question. Which member of the Enterprise crew is shown meeting with their partner and child on Yorktown in Star Trek Beyond?
Hikaru Sulu.
That's correct for 2 points. All right. Next up, in Star Trek Insurrection, what physical feature does Anish say she likes in men?
Multiple choice.
All right. Multiple choice. Is it A, tall men, B, old men, C, bearded men, or D, bald men?
Bald men.
Bald men is correct for 1 point. All right. 5 points down. Still 3 questions left. Your next question. In which Star Trek movie do we meet Lieutenant Saavik for the first time?
Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
That is incorrect. So we'll go over to Joe for a potentially massive 2-point steal. Joe, do you have it?
Star Trek 2: The Wrath of Khan.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, back to Antonio. Still some points on the board. In Star Trek: The Motion Picture, who is the first character to willingly go inside the V'ger cloud?
Am I saying her name correctly? Is it Ilya?
That is incorrect. So once again, we'll go over for another 2-point steal. Joe, do you have it?
Willingly, that would be Mr. Spock.
And that is correct for another 2-point steal.
That's harsh, man. She was taken. She is the first. It's the willingly, man. That's
All right. And for, last question here in Star Trek. In Star Trek Into Darkness, on what planet is the Enterprise crew at the beginning of the movie?
Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice. Is it A? Is it A, Ultimate, B, Delta 4, C, Nimbus 2, or D, Nibiru?
A.
A, Ultimate is incorrect. So for one more steal to close out this round, Joe, once again, your options. Is it A, Ultimate, B, Delta 4, C, Nimbus 2, or D, Nibiru?
Nibiru.
And for one more 1-point steal. All right. So at the end of round number 2, Antonio is going to have to do some massive work in this next round. We are going to go to round number 3. Antonio is down by 10 points. The score right now, as I have it, 20 to 10. Joe getting a bunch of massive steals for 2 points. I think the best that Antonio can do at this point is hope for a sudden death. And we will be going to him first. We're going to round number 3. In this round number 3, that category that nobody chose before is coming back potentially to bite one or both of those competitors. We will be asking them each a potential set of 2, 3, and 5 to decide the game, to decide who goes on to play Nico Regole in that title match. Joe, you are in the lead. Do you want set 1 or set 2 in quotes?
Set 2.
Set 2 in quotes. That leaves set 1 for Antonio. All right. Antonio, this is it. You do need to hit all of these to stay in the game and avoid the TKO. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. Then for 2 points, what Star Trek movie has the quote, "Your father was captain of a starship for 12 minutes. He saved 800 lives"?
Star Trek 09.
It's correct for 2 points.
I dare you to do better.
All right. Not out of the woods yet. Once again, for 3 points, what Marvel hero said the line, "That light at the end of the guess what? That's not heaven. That's the C train"?
Daredevil.
And that's correct for 3 points. All right. Once again, does need to hit this to stay in the game. Antonio, for 5 points, and to kick it back over to Joe, finish the quote from The Last Jedi. "Hope is like the sun. If you only believe in it when you can see it, you will never." And I need 2, 3, 4, the next 5 words, please.
Repeat.
Yeah. First, repeat. Once again, from quotes. Finish the quote from The Last Jedi. "Hope is like the sun. If you only believe in it when you can see it, you will never." And once again, the next 5. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat.
1. Second repeat. Once again, finish the quote from The Last Jedi. "Hope is like the sun. If you only believe in it when you can see it, you will never." All right. 5, 4,
Last one.
3. All right. Going all out. Once again, for 5 points, finish the quote from The Last Jedi. "Hope is like the sun. If you only believe in it when you can see it, you will never. Five.
You will never see it dawn on you.
And your winner, advancing to the title match, Joe Farrelly. We were looking for Make It Through the Night.
Oh,
Admiral Holdo, famous quote from The Last Jedi. What a match. What a match. Anthony, well done by both competitors. Some tough run of questions for both of them, but I think we have seen that both of these people here are, on top of being great competitors, are worthy challengers, no matter what happens here today. Top contenders, both of them. We're going to talk to both of them here in a second. Today's winner, we'll start with Joe Farrelly. Joe, congratulations. You're advancing to the title match. Congratulations. Well done. How are you doing?
Not bad, not bad. I during that sort of Star Trek round and round 3, I was going through what went wrong in the first 2 questions of round 2. Yeah, they're in Edinburgh, but train's leaving from a different city, and he's doing the demonstration with shoes. So I went with shoe, thrown in the bin. So definitely not far off, but definitely some deep ones there. So, but hey, these are number 1 contender matches. You gotta separate. You gotta separate here. You gotta have the deep cut questions. But I feel good. You know, it was my strategy. I thought if I'm in the lead, I'll go with MCU. I think it's a more favorable category for Antonio. I know my Star Trek. He did well.
Yeah,
very well in Star Trek. But I knew that I'd rather him have that for round 2. And if he picked quotes, I'm happy to have Star Trek for round 3. And I think quotes sort of puts us on a level playing field, because quotes are one of the hardest things to study, because you can have notes on the quotes, but it's very difficult to sort of study quotes outright, because you have to watch movies like, where's this quote going to come from? So I kind of why I wanted MCU, because I would have been happy with Star Trek in round 3, but quotes puts on a level playing field. So if I had the lead, I'd feel better. But that C train pool was good, man.
It sure was. This puts you in line to claim yet another championship. You will be playing Nico Rigoli. Thoughts on him as a player? I know recently you've faced him in elsewhere, in different league, different skill set, but still the same player. How do you feel about him?
I really like Nico. He's a hell of a guy. You saw what he does for Trivia for Thon and stuff like that. It's fantastic. There is one thing though, and I've noticed this about Nico, is that he plays the I don't know how I got to here and how I got this far, and I guess I'm playing Joe. I'm so afraid, and this is what he does. But he's in a title match. He beat Thomas Scott. So when it comes to this title match, I don't want to hear any of that. I don't want to hear, I don't know how I got here. I'm not. I'm afraid, because you beat Thomas Scully, who's one of the best geek players in the fan leagues across this community. He's one of the best, and you beat him. You've been playing this for a long time. You know exactly what you're doing. You're a hell of a player. So I don't want any of this, it shouldn't be here nonsense, because you should. And I want that out of your head, because I want you to give me a match that I know you can give me. I won't accept anything else.
All right. Well, the notice has been put out. Nico Rigoli, beware, the British are coming. I've been using that. Joe, congratulations. You improved to 3-1, your second TKO here. We'll be seeing you again in that title match real soon. And we'll be right back with Antonio Chavez. Oh, Antonio. It didn't work out here today.
Yeah.
The Star Trek questions got a little bit on the wrong side of you. But how do you feel about today?
I kind of went how I expected. I mean, obviously I expected to do better, but the thing is, the strategy that Joe had, I was ready for. Like, I knew if he was in the lead, he was going to take mine. But I crammed for Star Trek like this whole weekend. And the funny thing is, the questions that were asked were the ones that I kind of didn't really think I needed to go over, like motion picture. And I didn't even rewatch Wrath of Khan, so I kind of tripped out over that. And then Insurrection, was unsure because I wasn't sure if she said that she hasn't seen a bald man and stuff like that. So I wasn't. That's why I went for the choice. But otherwise, again, it's me just half-assing my studying and just like like I did like all TNG and all like from Search for Spock onward. So maybe that's my mistake. And also just those two round one questions that I shouldn't. I don't know why I shouldn't just went with like an educated guess and go John Williams. I forgot that he still was scoring by Prisoner of Azkaban, and also I'm Hispanic. I should know that she spoke Spanish. I don't know why I was thinking that, but for some reason I went with the fact that he was trying to flirt with her, and I went with French. I should have went with Spanish there. Otherwise, I just thought like, hey, I prepared as much as I could have, but I did cut corners a little bit, and that came to bite me in the ass. So, but it went how I went because I knew Joe would take advantage of it. So I messed up here. I just know I need to get better. I know I need to take all this stuff seriously. Hey, Trek's a big franchise, and to get into that. Same thing with Middle Earth. There was also that one question I messed up on. But otherwise, I think it's going to be a pretty awesome championship match. These are two great guys, especially Joe. I think, my opinion, Nico's great. I think Joe has it, just showing off what he has, for what he did today. I just know that the guy, he knows his stuff. So I'm pretty much putting it in, making him the favorite. That's just my opinion. I love Nico. I'm just saying, Joe knows his stuff.
No, very, very reasonable. Antonio, this does drop you down to 2-1. Certainly not a horrible position to be here at Ontel. It's actually a great position. You join a few elite people here. So we'll be seeing you again real soon. And once again, you're always getting better. I've always said that. You're one of the people that are constantly improving. Every time, even if you happen to lose, you always know, okay, I can hit that next time. Yeah. So Antonio, sorry that things didn't go your way here today, but you know what? There's always next time, and we'll be seeing you real soon. Well, another one for the history books. Anthony, your first up-close geek experience. What'd you think?
It's enjoyable. Like, I might not know a lot, but they know a lot about these movies, and it's impressive to see their knowledge. Antonio really put on a show in round 3 to really kind of possibly bring it back to Joe. He did not give up after having a couple of rough steals in round 2, and he just kept going on. Joe, seen him in a lot of things. He obviously knows all his stuff really well. It's going to be a great championship match between him and Nico. I've seen both of them, but it was a great match. It's nice to see Antonio, even though he went down a little bit into Star Trek, really kept it coming, kept it going, and tried to catch up, and almost did. He almost came back.
Yep, absolutely. Well played by both men, but there you have it, folks. The championship match is set. Nico Rigoli will meet Joe Farrelly to decide who is our second ever Geek champion. But that, ironically, is a story for another time. This has been this video. So we'll be back to you real soon with the championship match. A few other great matches on the horizon. Please be looking out for those. Be looking out for Working Title. Anthony does a really good job with that show. I know I made fun of it earlier, but it actually is a great show. I'm always in the comment sections cheering them on. So that being said, for Antonio, for Joe, for David in the booth, shout out to David in the booth, for Anthony, for myself, this has been Ontel Geek, and we will see you all next time.